everybody. It's Seth Jones, Editorial Director of Landscape Management Magazine. Today, I'm being joined by James Kapp. He is the president owner of NEA Lawn Pro out in Arkansas, believe Jonesboro. Hey, James, how's it going?
Good, good. How are you, Seth?
Doing good, thanks. Did I get that right? You're in Jonesboro?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Where,
Jonesboro.
whereabouts that?
So the NEA stands for Northeast Arkansas. So we're up in the northeast corner of the state, about an hour away from Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay, cool. Tell me, how did NEA Lawn Pro get started?
So back in the fall of 2017, me and a buddy who worked on a golf course together, he lives down here. He's from Michigan originally, so we started the company. We already had some spray clientele established and some mowing clients established, and it grew from there to what it is today. 4 years ago, I bought him out of the business, and he's doing construction still, and it's just continuing to grow year after year.
How many years ago was that you started it?
2017 in the fall.
And what services do you guys offer?
We are a full service landscape company, everything from weed control, fertilization to Christmas lights to landscape installs, um, commercial, and also commercial snow removal.
Okay. Do you do any mowing?
We do. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Cool. All right,
so we run usually in the summertime. We'll have 16 men on crew. So 11 guys will be out mowing every day. 2 guys will be doing out special services. 3 guys will be spraying, and then I've got a lady that works in here in the office for me.
Okay, great. All right. Let me ask you, what is your favorite tool that you have in your arsenal right now? What are you a big fan of?
Oh, since I tend to do a lot of irrigation repairs in the summer, it's probably just my irrigation, like my wire tracer. Just being able to find valves easier. We've got we we try to invest in some tools to make our job easier. Anywhere from special landscape equipment, just to alleviate some of the workload off the landscape guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Generally speaking, how has your 2025 been?
It has been good. I would say towards the middle of summer, some stuff has kind of slowed down. You can tell the economy's, kind of slowing down right now. We're in the middle of the crop delta, so farming's been hard this year for a lot of the farmers, and you can kind of tell that with some of the farming customers,
Mm-hmm.
with not wanting to do add-on services and stuff.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice that you've been given or advice that you like to give that's really stuck with you?
I think the biggest thing with having multiple crew and multiple workers and going in terms of advice would probably be just building a company morale where the guys want to stay here and work here.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we have to, in the wintertime, we may lay 2 or 3 guys off, but let them get their laid off unemployment, and then they want to come back and work for us in the spring because we take care of them.
Okay.
We'll take them to Top Golf. We'll give them Christmas bonuses. We'll give them paid time off, and so we try to take care of the guys, and I think that's probably one of the biggest advice is, if you take care of them, they'll take care of you. So
Good. I love it that you'll take guys to Top Golf. Talk to me more about just like how do you celebrate a job well done? I mean, is that like a special occasion type deal, or is that?
No, we'll do it throughout the summer. I may meet up with one of the mowing crews and take them out to lunch, and another week we may meet up with one of the other mowing crews and take them out to lunch. It's like I tell them, we try not to get 10 or 15 hours of overtime every week per person, but as long as and I always tell them, as long as they're doing something productive, I don't mind if they get a couple hours of overtime,
Mm-hmm.
as long as they're benefiting the company and not just milking a clock. So, and I think they see that as a benefit and getting to make a little bit extra than just their normal pay. So,
Mm-hmm. Does it still feel like the company's young to you, or do you feel like you've been at it for a long time?
Feel like we're in our, like a teenager, still growing every year, still pushing for growth. Especially like on our weed control side, we're trying to do a 15 to 20% growth a year right now. And then on like our maintenance side, we like our residential customers, unless they're a full maintenance customer, we try not to take on too many of the residential customers.
Mm-hmm.
We're pushing for commercial growth and a lot of add-on services to maintain what we have, but just to build the business numbers through add-ons and maintain who we have.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Do you have a most memorable day at the job?
Um, I would say it was probably the day whenever me and my partner were still together. It's probably the day that we bought our building.
Mm-hmm.
The first day we signed the papers and bought our shop, and it became ours. And then I guess the next one's probably going to be his final payout will be January 31st of this year. So it'll be 100% mine after that, and uh, be all good after that.
Good. Very, very good. That's exciting. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's get to know you a little bit. Do you have a family? And what do you guys do
Yeah.
for fun?
So I've been married for 4 years. My wife had 2 kids before I met her. We've got a 13-year-old boy and a 7-year-old girl, and then we have a 3-year-old little boy together. So they're all 5 years apart. So they keep us busy. We have basketball games, baseball games, numerous school sports. And my wife coaches, she's an assistant girls basketball coach where she teaches at, and then she's also the softball head coach. So she stays busy, I stay busy, and it's a juggling act because her off season is my busy season, and my slower season, and which is office work time, is her busy season. So
Mm-hmm.
it's still 7 a.m. till 9 o'clock at night with ball games and everything. So um, it's a very busy family.
Yeah,
Um,
sounds like it.
yeah,
5 years apart. That's a good. My daughter and my son are 5 years apart,
yeah.
and she's now she's just started her first year of college, so
Oh,
things are kind of changing here. And
yeah,
she stayed at home, so she's still around, but it's interesting not having them both going into the local public school. It's
yeah,
just
yeah,
changed a lot. But sports, I get it. We're a sports family too.
yeah.
What are you a sports fan?
I am.
Who are your
I don't
teams?
I don't really follow any teams,
Uh-huh.
just because I'm working. I never feel like I need to yell at a TV screen like some of the people. So I mean, I'll watch sports. If I go, I prefer to watch sports in person. It's
Mhm,
a little more active, a little more fun.
mhm,
Um, Getting to socialize with people. So
mhm, mhm.
and then which where we're at in Jonesboro, it's Arkansas State University.
Okay.
So it's a college town.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
it's
Anything that you're noticing that your customers are asking you for more of, or less of, or anything that you just kind of, as you've observed that as this season goes on, anything you can say, huh, I think my customers are starting to want, become more needy in this field or whatnot.
I think so. Like last year, we didn't push for any price increasing across our core services, like our weed control fertilization apps. We didn't do any price increases. We did do price increases for like our mosquito control, our flower bed weed control programs, our insect programs for grubs and armyworms preventative, and that's something that has been a better sell for us now, pushing an insect control. Like right now, there's everybody's saying there's just thousands and thousands of grasshoppers everywhere with the way the weather's been. So we have customers calling in, signing up for insect control programs. You know, um, that's probably been our biggest add-on this year. Customers asking for that. Uh, Mosquito control because we're out in like the cropland, so we have mosquitoes from flooding fields, rice fields, and um, that's been a good add-on service. Uh, Not so much a lot of landscape installs because it's a big ticket item, but we've been adding on a lot of the smaller services,
Mhm.
the repeat services where we'll keep them on the books for years to come.
Was mosquito control and even like you talk about grasshoppers, was that an easy add-on? Was that something that you did a long time ago, or was that something that they finally asked you enough that you said, I think I need to figure this out?
Um, we started adding it on just from spraying our own house,
Hmm.
like we took care of our own property, and it's it's worth it, especially where we're at. The city sprays, but they're not spraying anything that's longevity. That's why they're spraying every night. So the programs we use, we do a 12-step program for mosquito control, and then we use the product that came out a couple years ago called Into Care, where it's mosquito stations. I think they use them all over Disney, and it's made a tremendous difference to the program. So
I think it's an Enview product, right?
it is in view now. Yes, yeah. I think they bought them this year.
Yep, good.
Yeah.
They've got another one called Barracor. I just went out and visited them, and they got but it's more like instant, instant knockdown. So cool.
Okay.
Let me ask you, unrelated to my 5 questions Q&A. That's all good stuff. Since you guys are, what kind of mowers do you guys operate, and do you like them?
We started out the business with Ferris mowers. We used to drive down to Atlanta, Georgia, to a dealer and get all our Ferris mowers from there. We switched through Skag. We weren't a huge fan of the Skag mowers. We had a dealer local, and now we've switched over to all the John Deere. So we've got a couple John Deere regular 0 turns 950Ms, and then we've got 5 of the new Q850s, which is their new stand-ons.
Okay.
We have great John Deere dealer support here. I think our dealership owns 30 dealerships around, so if they don't have the part, they can get it pretty quick. And John Deere has been excellent to work with. If we have something goes wrong, as long as they've got it in their warehouse, they overnight the part. It's been really easy to work with John Deere.
Great. What philosophically, do you have any feelings about how to take care? I have another article I'm working on is just like practical mower maintenance best practices. Do you have anything you really would recommend? Like, it's a big sticking point where, like, hey guys, when it comes to the mowers, we have to stay on top of it like this. Like, how do you keep them running?
Yeah, so we try to. The guys are supposed to be sharpening mower blades every 2 to 3 days. Last year at Equip Expo, we invested in a true mower lift that's like a car lift style. They can drive the mower up on, raise it. We try to do anywhere from a 50 to 75-hour oil change. They're sharpening the mowers blades every 2 to 3 days. They're making sure everything's staying greased at least once a week on the spindles and stuff, because obviously if spindles go down on mowers, then you're out a few days. No one wants to take the mower back to the shop just to replace a spindle or replace a belt, and that's one of the other things we have to look at. Is we try to change the belts every couple 100 hours, even if they may not break, but they may have a nick or two in them. It's just and that's where some of our guys are getting their overtime hours, is just doing some mower maintenance, which it's easier to have them do it than hire a full-time mechanic to come in and do it. So
great, good stuff. Do you know what kind of lift it was was it like a brand new?
I can get you that. It was very reasonable price. We saw it at the expo, and we bought the 4 model and they shipped it to us. But I'll get you that info, and super great deal for it.
Good. Okay. All right. Well, just for the sake of the interview, I just want to say one more time, James, thank you for your time. Everybody, this is James Kapp. He's the owner and president of NEA Lawn Pro out in Arkansas. I'm Seth Jones. Thanks for watching us here on Landscape Management TV. Thank you, James.
Yes, sir. Thank you.